G'day guys, and today I'm going to review the game which is between Richmond and Collingwood. So all the reviews are done, well, not quite. The Pies, massive winners over Richmond in a pretty big upset, it has to be said. I was very bullish about the Pies' chances. I'll still tip Richmond because I thought they're too good. They'll find a way to do it again, but Collingwood were able to put together a game style and a whole bunch of great individual performances to dismantle Richmond and their manic game style. And I watched the whole game last night. I was really happy with the result because I didn't want Richmond to go back to back because we were better than they were. They have been when we were going really well in 07-08 and we didn't go back to back, so I didn't think they deserved to. So that's my salty cat fan side coming out of me. It's, yes, very, very intriguing result. I wanted the Pies to kick the first few just to really settle the nerves, and they sure did. 5-1. You could argue the game was won and lost in the opening term. Yeah, there's so many facets of the game they played better in, and if you have a look, they won in pretty much every facet of the game. More of the footy, more free kicks, got on top in the clearances, more entries inside 50-48. It's very low for Richmond. They normally get 60-something. Won the contested possession battle, out-tackled the Tigers as well, which is very, very tough to do. Yeah, so there was just so many good performances from so many players, and their manic pressure, Collingwood, and their silk class and finish with the footy when they had it. They just made the most of their chances when they had them, and conversely, when Richmond had their ascendancy, they didn't make the most of their opportunities. But it can be like that with games where the opposition's peppering you, the score pressure's on, then you go outside of what you normally do to, I guess, do what's required for the team. Sometimes you can feel the scoreboard pressure is the biggest pressure. Collingwood's pressure around the ground, their ground ball gets were sensational, which was quite invaluable for them winning the game. They outran, outspread, they marked everything, they were so good in their one-on-ones, everything went right for them, and a fair bit didn't go right for Richmond. And Chris Scott did say Richmond still have to have a lot to go right for them to win it, and he was spot on that one. So good work, Scotty. There, you'll take that one in your stride, I'm sure. He's like, yeah, they're the best team in it, but they can be beaten. Yeah, he was spot on. Yeah, they kept attacking the Pies until the third term where they let the Tigers back into the game. They were starting to play a bit defensive, and sort of at the start of the last quarter as well. I was getting quite nervous actually. But they kicked a couple of quick ones, and which put them to bed because it was funny. They were a goal away from basically putting the nail in the coffin, even though they were 50 up. But late in the last, sort of early in the last quarter, it felt like the Pies had to kick another goal just to really seal it, and another goal from Richmond. Gosh, yeah, it makes a hell of a difference. And yeah, they played a bit defensively, kind of smart to sort of soak up some clock. They were very clever in getting a lot of boundary throw-ins because Grundy was in beast mode. He was elite. Yeah, but they just looked so potent and so dangerous up forward. They were moving really well for each other. They were bringing each other into the game. Really good, precise ball movement under intense finals heat pressure. Richmond tried their best. They didn't play their best, and a lot of players down on their normal output, which happens when you get beaten as a team collectively. So, yes, the Pies, very potent. Mason Cox, I don't know if he's Wayne Carey, but he was sensational. 8 contested marks. I'll delve into the votes soon. But yeah, a complete game from the Pies, one of the best games you've probably seen for the year, to absolutely dismantle the best in the competition, the best team of the last 18 months. Quite incredible. Quite incredible indeed. Yeah, it's tough to win when you get beaten everywhere. Richmond, yeah, they tried to do things right, but it just didn't quite happen for them. So, moving to the votes, and it's going to be very tough to do the votes, but I'm going to have to go 3 votes, Mason Cox. You got the 15 touches, 11 marks, 8 of those contested, 3 big goals. Did a lot of heavy work early. He was sensational. He was a Goliath out there. He was so strong and instrumental, and a big part of what Collingwood were doing to get across the line. His presence was felt quite significantly. 2 votes to Brodie Grundy, 21 touches, 4 marks, 56 hitouts is quite incredible. 4 tackles and also kicked a goal, which was the nail in the coffin. I felt his work around the ground was sensational. So many hitouts to advantage, which gave the Collingwood midfields first look at it. and so damaging in the end. And yeah, his work around the ground and work Nate over was awesome to watch. You could throw one vote to probably 10 players here, but I'm going to go with probably Steele Sidebottom for the one vote. It'd be pretty stiff not to get a vote if you got these types of possessions. He got 41 touches, 13 marks, 2 tackles. He's silk, all class. Steele Sidebottom, he works so very hard. Yeah, he's an animal at the contest, and he's become a really complete player. Quite good to watch. Really clean, and just yeah, you love the way he goes about it. And you could probably chuck a banner over a few others like to go. He had 10 touches, kicked 4 goals in the first goal. Like he was sensational. Barco, 20 touches, but I felt like he had a really good impact. Mycheck again was a really good cameo inside 50, and Benderby did what he did, and Maynard was good at the back. Greenwood, a great role on Dusty, and Main played really well, 9 tackles, and Langdon was awesome, 13 marks. He was so good down back. Howe had a good game as well. He got a bit hurt. He got a bit of the footy. Ossiano probably the quietest one. Will he be in trouble? Who knows for the spot next week? But yeah, so I suppose as far as changes goes, there's been talk about Darcy Moore and Ben Reid. I'd honestly keep the team you've got. I'd do everything in my powers to get Jeremy Howe playing, if possible. He's quite important to the back structure, so I'd like to see him out there again next week against either Melbourne or West Coast, depending on what happens this afternoon. That'll be exciting as well, so I might do a review there if there's some time. Yeah, so complete game from the Pies, and they'll face whoever decides to win here, so it could be, yeah, don't know who's going to win. Any 3 teams could win, I'm not going to be on a case for that. So, don't know who they're playing, so I can't really review it, but I dare say they play similar to this, they'll be incredibly hard to beat. So, I've gone out on a limb there. Yeah, so that's a bit of a review on the Pies and the Tigers game. So, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Don't forget to subscribe away and like the video, that'd be amazing. And thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll catch you all next time.